Hello, friends and lovers. What's up? It's Haelian. We got another special episode of Hades for you. This is going to be with the aspect of Zag for the Fist, which gives us plus 15% dodge chance. And that's right, it's finally time for a classic full dodge run using the Lambent Plume. Gain 1.2% dodge chance and move speed each time you quickly clear an encounter. We'll talk about that as we go, but we want to try to maximize those odds. But we're also going to do something here. We're going to try to cheese out, I'm going to call it, 32 heat with this. I mean, a bunch of dodge is going to be really good, right? If we can avoid taking damage by just having passive dodge exist for us. There's a lot of weirdness. So this is kind of a tough build to work, especially at 32 heat, because we're stuck with this keepsake the whole time. If you take this keepsake off, same thing with Thanatos's, you will lose whatever bonus you have gained. But it's a fun run to do, and it might be kind of challenging in a sense. Here's the pack that we're doing here. You really don't want the rooms to take long, so you got to be careful. That's why I have kind of minimized jury summons here. I think we'll be okay with one. Double benefits package is kind of scary, and again, I can't force certain gods, so we're just gonna have to roll with what we get. So it's kind of a good question. It makes me wonder if approval process is actually worth it in this instance. You know what? I'm kind of convinced, because we got to make sure we clear the encounters quickly. I'm actually going to turn down conveniency to make sure we can get the build up and running quickly, too. And we'll see how we do here, huh? But yeah, since we can't force a god like Zeus or Poseidon or even Athena, I guess for safety, at the start here, we don't know which god's going to be here. So we can't force the specific builds that are going to work best. We're going to have to roll with the punches, so to speak. Pun intended? We do have Artemis. I'm okay with... Oh. I'm not okay with that, probably. Okay. We just need that attack wound soon. You can't settle for something like an epic true shot here. We can't really skate toward a cast build like this. In fact, true shot as a cast really only works with aspects like Hera, Beowulf, maybe Poseidon's sword, and unfortunately that's about it. So unless we're using one of those, we kind of couldn't do it either way. All right, well, we did get one of the attack wounds. So if you look in the bottom left, you can see that little pie chart timer going, and we got our first boop of the day. 1 second, I gotta change these controls from the last one that we had going on. Now, it's not gonna be the fastest run in the world, especially if we actually want to maximize how many boops we get from Hermes. Nice quick room there, actually. Definitely the hammer. We gotta see what's going on. That should be another boop. And dodge is good. I always have a tendency to forget. Oh no. That's pretty bad. Long knuckle would have been nice, huh? Getting punished by approval process here. Not the end of the world, I guess. Kind of. I think. How do I feel about Ares here? If we get swapped on the attack, how do I feel? I don't really want the special that badly. Will I take a blade dash? We need things to help keep up. So rush kick is just kind of a wonky hammer. I've always found it kind of difficult to utilize very well. Well, all right then. Oh, is this turning into a hunting blades build? Ooh, that's tough. We have Stygian Soul on, which means we only have one cast, but it recharges. Is there a chance we can make this happen? Am I actually gonna palm slicing shot to try to make it happen? Is this wacky? This is a bit wacky, probably. Sorry, I'm kind of focused now. Timer's getting a little tight there. Playing a little sloppy. Okay. All right, you know what? I'm going for it. Let's try our best. It's kind of nice to have something like this happen where it's just like, oh, you know, this is kind of a tough decision. And I don't know. I guess you just gotta hope that it pays off in the long run. This should be what Hades is all about, right? Where you get what you get, and the order in which things arrive might kind of dictate what you kind of aim for on the run. Okay, Athena. We'll still take her dash. It's just very good. I'm gonna Meg here, because otherwise we're gonna struggle to kill the sneak. Almost certainly. I saw a dodge already. We've still gotten all our boops thus far. No dash, huh? I'm not really interested in the special, right? 8.4% dodge and a move speed from the keepsake itself. We did get the dash boon. We do have to sell something, by the way. We need money. Because we have Underworld Customs on. That's basically free heat. It's a very easy pack to take. Probably one of the more interesting packs too, because you actually have to consider each biome what kind of boons to take, and you might have to avoid certain boons, but it does mean that certain boons are much less valuable in the run. Boons like Rare Crop, Premium Vintage, perhaps. Uh-oh. Are we gonna lose our boop in this room? Boons that are not sellable and are kind of considered on use, essentially. Oh, still made it. It was close, though. There's a big health down in the Erebus gates. What are the odds I don't take damage? I think it's more about we need money, we need boons, we need palms, we need all that stuff. We might not get at this rate. It's looking a little spicy. Trying to make sure we deflect all that stuff. Nice room there, though. Are we getting scammed out of the mid shop? I think we are, because this is chamber 11. We just didn't get offered the shop in the middle of Tartarus, sadly. So we could get hunting blades here. It's possible. Thanatos very early on. This run's kind of got me nervous right now, because it's kind of a snowball effect, right? Where if you don't kill enemies quickly enough, then the plume's not going to build up enough power, and your keepsake slot will have done nothing basically for the run if we start falling behind a lot. Now, if you're interested in kind of cheesing out 32 heat with something like this, you could probably just find a start in the game where you get a boon that you like in chamber 1, then you hit start, then you hit give up. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say you're taking advantage of the best you could say is that you're taking advantage of a mechanic in the game. Wow. But I mean, for casual play, it's fine. It's part of the game to let you hit give up and have the same things appear at the start, essentially. I saw a Reddit thread recently where someone's like, oh wait, no, maybe it was a YouTube comment. They're like, I beat 32 heat for the first time using Beowulf and Mirage Shot. Does that mean it was illegitimate? It's just like, no, honey, it's fine. I promise. It's okay. It really is okay. If you're listening, I promise it's okay. I think I responded, but still, it's okay. We're kind of rich, so... Oh, there we go. That was a bit weird. So I'm going to buy all that stuff to try to keep up here. So we did get hunting blades. Wow, into another Ares boon, too. Not good, though. What am I selling? Am I actually going to sell the attack boon, perhaps? Getting more Ares here could be very good. The call is not that good, especially right now. There's a couple tier 2 boons for a slicing shot that would be nice to have.
No thanks.
I did not get them, though. So I guess we're going to try to sell Curse of Vengeance. Hopefully. Can't guarantee that we can, though. All right. This is a interesting situation to put ourselves into, I guess. So we're definitely not going to sell hunting blades, obviously, or slicing shot. You could sell Artemis's attack, and hunting blades would still work. And you might say, oh, is that how all dual bones work? Well, it kind of depends. Like I said, it wouldn't work if you sell slicing shot, obviously, because then, you know, the cast isn't going to happen. So I guess it's kind of like an instance-to-instance basis.
Nice seeing you.
If you get Crystal Beam and you get the Artemis dual boon Crystal Clarity and you sell your Artemis boon back, that's fine. Crystal Clarity will still work. All right, we're selling Curse of Vengeance. That's looking good. We don't really care about the yarn anymore. We have our dual boon. We have to leave on the Hermes keepsake. We got all the boops. 14.4% dodge and move speed we're at right now, just from that. I am very nervous, though, that we're going to be able to keep up with the timers that they're giving us. I know Tartarus went pretty smoothly, but Things scale up quickly in Hades, right?
Asphodel.
Normally, you wouldn't want to go for a cast build like this. Like a duo boon like Hunting Blades, we're devoting a lot of power into the cast here, but we're not using an aspect that really empowers our cast like something like Hermes. And we're not able to use the keepsakes to try to ensure that we get some of the other important pieces to it. So we need a couple more things from Ares for this to really click in, I'd say. Okay. Wow, 100% rush delivery right now. That is amazing. So right now it's only going to give us 15.6% damage, but if our second Hermes boons helps us out, we can get a massive amount. This could be our win condition, honestly. I think we take the palm here. It is a little close though. Palm the slicing shot again. So yeah, we're only getting, I mean, still like 15 or 16% damage is still pretty good right now. But yeah, if we get hyper sprint for the next Hermes, which we could see before the end of Asphodel here, it is possible, then that's going to be pretty dang juicy. All right, still haven't missed a boop yet. Okay, looks good. Now, I'll miss a boop by taking the shop here. But, I mean, we're not worried about tight deadline, but this, there are some boons that would be nice from Artemis. I'm not worried about tight deadline, like I just said. I mean, we don't need the boop, but more boops equals more damage. You know what? Just for the fun of it, we skip the mid shop in Tartarus. We're skipping it in Asphodel. Oh, I mean, I guess that's worth it. I guess that's worth it. We do need things to sell. We got to bear in mind. We'll take Hunter's Mark. Demeter, huh? Whatever we get from Demeter, we want to sell, I think, is the ideally what would occur here. Something like pressure points to try to help our cast crit would be nice, too. Okay, so we're going to Meg as soon as this thing spawns. So yeah, we're not using Rush Kick at all. I mean, we don't have a boon on the special. It's not even really worth considering. We're kind of just focused on using the attack, getting that cast out, hopefully as soon as it's on cooldown, but I'm not always the greatest at it. What do you got for me, bud? Yeah, we'll take an epic call for now. It's fine. Oh, we could get Freezing Flare. Could we? With Hunting Blades? I see. Wait, what's it called? Freezing Vortex. Now there's a duo boon that does not see a lot of love. That is for certain. Hey, come back. Buddy. Yeah, speedy wave makers. They like to run away from you. Okay, come on. Don't fail me. And I'm okay with kind of tanking a couple hits if it means we get it done a little bit faster. Guess we'll palm Hunter's Mark. I am still willing to sell the call. That's fine. I feel like I had like some fun topics to discuss, but I'm kind of caught up in the game right now. So the Thanatos counter still actually gives you a Hermes boot. Those fountain rooms do not, obviously. You have to actually battle enemies. That's why I was kind of thinking, like, do we skip the shop to try to get an extra boop? But we got a fountain room anyway. It worked out, obviously, since I was considering the shop so closely, but yeah. I think we're already behind in terms of, like, how many... Like, the record for the amount of boops here. I think I've already done better. Cast damage is good. Aethernet's kind of useful for now. It's cheap. And a free second Hermes, please. We only have one more roll. Hyper Sprint is incredibly important. Any rarity will do. Please, please, please. If we get like an Epic Raider Haste here, we'll probably take it. Oh. I see. How could you do this to me, game? I need that move speed for rush delivery. Come on! No. Then I guess we're going big dodge in the meantime. Ah, that feels bad, huh? We're still already up to 20% damage and dodge from that. So we have the defense. We sort of have the offense. It's just, this could have been so much juicier, so much quicker. If we had gotten hyper sprint or even like the greater haste. Okay. Down, bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I think I wanted to talk about like how dodge works exactly. If you're getting dodge from a bunch of different avenues, how does it work? I'm gonna be honest. I can never seem to remember. I believe it is technically possible to reach 100% dodge, but the things that the game gives you, it's kind of under different conditions. Like you have to have dodged an attack from an enemy recently, I think is one of the things that helps add dodge. Like you can't just passively reach 100% generally. You still have to be like acting in the game. Like Ruthless Reflex is that mirror possibility that gives you 50% dodge only after you escape an enemy's attack with a dash. We got all our boops, I believe. So the best we could do with something like this is we have 15% from the aspect, 10% from Hermes. That could have been better. So that's 25%. Plus this equals 46.6% currently. So it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. If I'm remembering it correctly. Oh, well, rip this amount of dodge, I guess. Yeah, you don't want to, you can't ditch Athena's dash. I don't really want to ditch Hunter's Mark either. It's pretty important. Whereas 10% more dodge, not that important. That's really helpful right now. Yeah, I'll buy all this. Yoink.
Asphodel.
Man, the Charon's Keepsake would have helped a lot here. But yeah, this is a pretty cheesy build for 32 heat. But it's just a question of how you get going. How are you going to build out the fist? What should you take? You kind of just need an attack boon. Like, is there one that you specifically would not take potentially? Well, Poseidon's, you wouldn't want to take Poseidon's attack boon starting a run like this. I think that's the big one. At that point, you might as well just roll for the dash boon from Poseidon. Come on. Come on, are we done? Oh, man. That specific benefit package is really painful for this because you got to wait for the enemies, these little fake ones, to despawn, kind of. We still made it. It was close, though. Ah, Engulfing Vortex is what I wanted. No point taking the special take Battle Rage, which doesn't do a whole lot for us, but we could potentially sell it. Speaking of selling it, I hear a lot of people, a lot of suggestions, I should say, you know. A lesser man may call it backseating, you know, but not me. Yeah, no, that's certainly not me. No, never. I'd never say that. But they'll tell me to take boons to sell for later. Like, purposefully, like, even though there's another boon that is actually helpful, like, no, take the rare one, because you can sell it for later for some didgeridoo dollars, invest it in some, I don't know, Dogecoin or something stupid like that, and you'll be rich forever, Dan. So, the strategy in Hades, you should really not take boons just for the purpose of selling. Like, I know I'm mentioning it for Underworld Customs, but it's because the other boons are not helpful, so in that case, I'm just going to take the rarer boon, you know what I mean? Oh, crap, I totally forgot that we had 2 casts this whole time, by the way. It's just not worth it. So if there's something else that could help you even a little bit, you should take that instead, honestly. Okay, so Quake Cutter will not see use. Heavy Knuckle? It's possibly a downgrade, honestly. I'm gonna take it for the sake. I really want Ares. Can I beat something like this? We really want those Ares boons. Let's see, who are we curbing here? We can curb Athena, that's fine. Help me. There's Engulfing Vortex. Your Blade Rift effects last longer and pull foes in. That's the good one. The other one, Black Metal, just makes them a little bit bigger. Engulfing Vortex is the important one. It's too bad the rarities haven't really worked out, but what can you do? The lasting longer is especially powerful, so we'd probably want to palm that if we could, if given the opportunity. We might not make the timer for this one, I'm envisioning. Same problem as earlier here. You just gotta wait for those to despawn. I mean, you can try to kill them to make them go way faster, but I don't even know if that really works out, because I think that delays them from popping themselves. Ah. Oh, okay, that was it. I thought there was more. All kind of useless. Sure footing, does that help? Not really. Taking the special, I won't use the special. Does that help? You know what? That can help because it opens up the possibility of getting Deadly Reversal, which is the Artemis Athena dual boon. And we have the dash already. We could, I think it's possible to get the Ares Legendary, but honestly, what's better than the Ares Legendary is Deadly Reversal here, I think. It is close, though. It is a bit close. Okay, that was pretty fast, huh?
In the name of Hades.
Well, thank God Stubborn Roost got crossed off. Let's go, baby! So now every time we deflect, we get 20% crit chance on everything. So our cast can crit too. And with the dash on, if we didn't have the dash, then this would feel a lot less powerful, no doubt, right? Okay. Did this thing like respawn? Where'd you come from? Okay, let the hunting blades do them in. Man, this is kind of a horrible room, is it not? How are you getting away? I think they did regenerate. Please, my man. We did get through it. Only barely, though. Hunter, I mean, not hunters. I wanted pressure points. Support fire's okay. Yeah, it's actually pretty decent here. I'll take the health. I think we can skip the jerky now here, though. Do I need health? I kind of don't. I need money to buy current health. If anything, I mean, our money's not low, but... Boy, these enemies right now. Let me tell ya. Come on, go away. Let that happen down there. With 40% forced overtime on, which is on, the enemies kind of move faster than engulfing vortex can keep them sucked in. It's a mild issue. Okay, that's it, huh? Thought there would be more. I got the boop right. I kind of wasn't paying attention. I think we did. I think we should have. Okay, we're back down to one cast, unfortunately. You can see when Deadly Reversal's on because there will be this like green glowy effect around Zag while it's active. It's probably going to be a decent chunk of the time.
Got to hold on. Not yet.
Trying to make sure that cast comes out. Oh, God. Okay. Slicing shot, I guess it is. Very nice. Not bad, at least. Our money is getting so high now. Now we might as well do the health. Did we get the shop this time? I don't think we were offered the shop again. Am I out of my mind? That's very unlikely in Elysium. There's no way I turned down the shop, right? No shot, right? It's all a blur, let me tell you. Yeah. Hey, where you going, buddy? There's more? Not really. Okay, there we go. Still got the boop for it. We'll buy Meg too. We can afford it, I suppose. Palm? What are we selling? We can sell the special. We can sell the call, but I wouldn't mind keeping it. We can sell Battle Rage. We can sell Support Fire. We got plenty to sell. I'm not really worried about that. Palming. We got a lot of things that could get palmed is the problem. Slicing Shot and Engulfing Vortex would be the best thing to palm. What are the odds of getting it, though? There's so many boons, right? And we have approval process on. What's better here, I wonder? I'm gonna go this way, because even just some help to try to make sure we don't lose the Death Defiance here would probably be nice. Okay, we got 175, 250. Can't afford all three. I don't really want more junk from Demeter. I don't really want freezing vortex. It lasts longer, right? But it moves more slowly, and the AoE is smaller. That was kind of weirdly delayed. I'm not really interested in it. If it appeared, would I turn it down? I might take it for a laugh and a giggle. But in this instance, it's not necessarily a bonus. Like I was already saying, enemies with forced overtime. Slicing shot is going to have a hard time keeping up with them. Hey, where are you going? Whoa, friend. Are we gonna make it here? We're hoping that Hermes appears in the final shop in Styx. And then that way maybe we could still buy Hyper Sprint, right? My man. That move speed, huh? Should have cast sooner so that way we could get multiple casts off here. There we go. I believe we still made that boop. Now, ideally, I guess if you wanted maximum boopage, I'm not going to torture ourselves with it. You would do all the tunnels in Styx, no matter where you find the sack. 32.4%. I don't think we've missed a boop. Pretty sure. Yeah, it has to be Demeter's call there. Rip the, You could sell the attack. That's kind of stupid, though. Is it stupid? It's pretty stupid. We'll take that. It's just easy health. The Ichor helps with rush delivery very, very well. Stacks up very nicely. Yeah, forgive me. I feel like I should let you know about how dodge works, but I always have to ask because I just can't seem to remember. My memory has turned into Swiss cheese on the topic. There was a time where when I knew better, but then it gets jumbled up. And Hermes. Hermes is there. I need $700 though. Ooh, nice. We got a money tunnel. Okay, and an Ares one, so... Yeah, Hyper Sprint is the most important thing we could potentially get here now. Like, Ares' legendary isn't even close to touching the power of Hyper Sprint. What that would deliver upon us. Okay. So yeah, none of these little chambers count towards the Lambent Plume. Same with Thanatos' Keepsake, by the way. I mean, technically you could take your time and everything. It's just the end rooms that matter for it. They do count as enemy encounters, but they're just excluded from things like this, which probably makes sense. Oh my god, why? They still count as encounters, technically. So they'll wear off, like, well items, for instance. Did Meg hit the vermin? I think so, but I can't totally tell. Come back, Vermi. Tony! Buddy! I think we made it. That we did. How much money are we at? 642? Not enough yet to afford Herms. So the missus and I are rewatching all of the Studio Ghibli movies, kind of in preparation for the new movie that comes out in North America called, I think the title is The Boy and the Heron. Do I need to sell something? Nah, I don't want to sell those anyway. We love those movies, of course. Who doesn't, you know? I don't know if I've met anyone that has seen them and actively dislikes them as a franchise, at least. Of course, everyone has their favorites. Wife and I were considering starting like a bracket. Not really to determine our favorites, but just to kind of like randomly pit them against each other, and I guess based on the order in which we watch them. So the first one we watched was Kiki's Delivery Service. No particular reason. Second one we watched, great movie, of course, by the way. Aw. Didn't get Black Metal here, or the Legendary, too bad. Urge to Kill it is. that.
That's quite a stat.
Come on! 30% greater haste. That's still good. I mean, that's 30% more damage from rush delivery. We're gonna have a lot of passive move speed here. Can't get freezing vortex. Still probably the best thing we could do here now. Honestly, rare crop wouldn't be the worst. So anyway, second movie. Arguably most people's favorite, Princess Mononoke. So we just watched those two, I think just because that's how they were recommended on the streaming service. And so we had to choose between Kiki's Delivery and Princess Mononoke as to who makes it on to the next round. And I've never felt so bad for Kiki's Delivery service. The thing is now, wife has a different approach here in that she fully disagrees with me. She doesn't like the turmoil. It's Princess Mononoke is almost too serious and too hardcore for her. She doesn't like the blood and the violence and stuff. So she actually prefers Kiki's Delivery service. How much money we got? Not enough. All right, let's get out of here, shall we? Let's see. Satyr sack has been fed. 34.8% on the plume right now. Can we get the final tack on? Princess Mononoke, one of my favorites. Do y'all have a preference? What's your favorite Ghibli? You don't even have to pit these two against each other, honestly. Just tell me what your favorite is in general. Some other amazing movies. Let's see. Nausicaa, Valley in the Wind. Howl's Moving Castle. Castle in the Sky. Porco Rosso? Porco Rossi? Which one is it? I forget. That's one that honestly, I don't remember all that well. I've only seen it once. Whereas most I've seen... Oh, Totoro. How could I not mention Totoro already immediately? We have watched Totoro. We have not rewatched Totoro. We don't know what it's going to go up against, though. Ah! Come on, Dad. Give me the boop. Oh. Okay, we should be booping here. Shouldn't be a problem. The cast is still doing the majority of the weapon if you look at the DPS meter. I'm sorry it takes up so much of the screen at this point. I'm actually surprised, I guess against a boss like this, it makes sense. Damn. Do-do-do-do. Woo! Not even close, Dad. All right, there we go, baby. 32 heat, cheesed. Cheese City, Cheese Town. By the way, if you're wondering why we got offered rush delivery from the first Hermes boon, it's because we're using Hermes' keepsake. So you don't have to have had hyper sprint or greater haste in order to have rush delivery offered, which was kind of otherwise normal. So let's see. That's kind of the important stuff here already. Engulfing vortex maybe to some degree. But yeah, I mean, this was a weird build, to be honest. Some good things happened, some not so good things happened. I think the epic rush delivery kind of sealed it. If we didn't have that, we'd probably be in... I don't know if trouble's the word, but probably wouldn't have gone so smoothly, I'm going to guess. All right, but more importantly, how many boops did we get? We did get the boop. There it is, 36% on the dot. I believe I've had at least 40%, honestly, as a PB before, but it was pretty nice. There's the DPS meter one last time. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.